Gracias por darme la fortaleza para superar mi adicción. El estuco tiene 400 años.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help. Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
Te ruego que siembres en mí el más grande amor.
Calling me a witch. Imagine.
I'm sorry?
I'm a herbalist, a shamefully unrecognized branch of medical science. And that child's grandmother was a dowser. The things people ignore that are right in front of their noses.
Some people are afraid to believe in what they can't understand.
Ha! You sound like Isa.
Isabella, the archaeologist. You know her.
A smart girl, a good researcher, and unafraid to admit there are things she doesn't know. She's the one who broke the cross, by climbing on it. I don't know what was in her head. I tried to stop her, but she was very upset about something, angry and full of grief at the same time.
Do you know where she is now? I'm looking for her.
I don't know. After the cross broke, she ran away, but I didn't see which direction. In the state she was in, I knew better than to try to interfere with her. I'm sorry.
That's all right. You've given me more information than I had. Do you need some help with this cross?
I do, but first we have to get those children out of the way. It isn't safe for them to be running around while we work. That blind trickster filled their heads with tales of treasure, and they think I mean to steal it.
I'll talk to them.
Hey, get away from here. It's our treasure.
It's getting quite late. How about postponing the hunt until tomorrow?
No, we're not leaving till we find it. We'll sleep here if we have to.
Oh, I hope it doesn't come to that. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, we told you. You're not getting our treasure. Manu said if we find it, we can keep it.
That's a shame. The sisters told me you were very good at sharing, and I do know a lot about treasure hunting.
You know the sisters? She could tell on us.
I won't tell if you won't tell. I have a secret too. I'm the brave adventurer Lara Croft.
Whoa! We won't tell. You can help us. If you find the treasure, we'll split it, even.
You've got a deal. What do you need?
Manu told us we need to solve a riddle to find the treasure.
Are you any good at riddles?
I'm an expert. Let's hear it.
I want you to take my supply.
I'm nourished when the heavens cry.
If I get sick, a village dies.
Who am I?
Impossible. I can't carry anymore. These collars were used abroad the Nostromo, likely ferrying the captured indigenous people back to Spain to be sold as slaves. I wonder how it ended up here.
You figure out the riddle yet?
Someone once said if you really want to learn about a town, you have to visit their graveyards. I don't know why. One is the same as the next. Some might be a
There's
little...
something there. Could be something. What's this? Looks like there's something here. Fool's gold and costume jewelry. But the kids will love it.
So did you find anything?
I sure did. Look at this.
We're rich. Hold on, hold on. We said everyone gets an equal share, so...
Oh no, I couldn't possibly accept any of your treasure.
You mean it?
Absolutely.
I knew it right away when I saw you. I said there's a real hero.
Please, please, it was nothing. I only did what any reasonable person would do.
Thanks for finding the treasure. We're going to show it to Manu.
I don't know how you got Diego and the rest of those kids out of the way, but I'm glad you did. Now we can get to work.
Where should we start?
Over this way. Thank you for your help, and I hope you find Isa. I'm worried about her. I wish I knew why Isabella was trying to climb the cross. Maybe something about the cross can show you where Isa went.
There's an inscription. Look through me to find the way. next cross.
Te pido que bendigas a tus siervos de la misión.
I can see another. There's the next cross. There's an inscription. Look through me to find the way. I can see another. There's the next cross. Looks like there's something here. Wait, I can push this. Got it! Hello? Isabella! Are you in here? Awful. Isabella! Come here! Impossible. I can't carry anymore.
Oh, thank God.
There you are.
Yes. Who are you?
Guillermo sent me to find you. He's worried about you.
Poor Guillermo. He's probably killing himself with guilt, too. I guess we were both right. There was a hidden crypt, and I did have an idealized view of what it would be like.
How did you injure yourself?
I was on a rope when the tremor hit. The shaking threw me into the walls, the rope snapped, and I hit the water badly. I think my ankle's broken.
In order to get you out, I'll have to go back for help. It will take several people. What's so funny?
Can one of those people be Sarah? I'd love to see the look on her face when she has to admit that one of Manu's fantastic stories turned out to be true.
I'll suggest it to Guillermo. Now, I don't think I can get out the way I came in, so I'm gonna have to look for another way out. I'll be right back.
And I'll be right here.
All full up. Can't carry any more. I was not worthy. Forgive me for my hubris.
Lara, was that you?
It was me. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. I have returned from my training, however, Brother de la Cruz has disappeared. The Sisters of the Mission have no idea where he went. No matter. I will wait for him to return. My heart is pure. My head is clear. I am ready for the trials, and I will prove to him I am the chosen one. I must be on the right path. The air is getting fresher.
Don't tease me. I've spent the night in a crypt.
Isabella, I see daylight. You'll be out of here in no time.
You're amazing. Thank you so much.
All full up. Can't carry any more. Impossible. I can't carry any more. All full up. Can't carry any more.
Please tell me Isabella's okay.
She is, but she's hurt her ankle, so we'll have to go back and get her.
No. I could not stand to inconvenience you any further. And besides, Sarah tells me you have something important of your own to do. Please, let Isa's friends take care of her from here.
You'll need a couple of people and a lot of rope to get her out.
I'll round them up right away. Where is she exactly?
Take the main road across the river, then follow the crosses.
Wait, the crosses? Did she find something?
She found the crypt Manu told her about.
She did? That's wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy for her. I should have gone with her, and I feel terrible about her ankle. But despite that, this is the adventure Isa's always dreamed of.
She also suggested that maybe Sarah could be a member of her rescue party.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll make sure of it. And speaking of Manu and his crazy stories, if you're looking for something hidden around here, you should probably talk to him. He worked for Isa. He's usually hoarding coal around the mission. And thank you again for finding Isabella. I don't know what I would have done if...
Just make sure she gets back safe.
Jungles hide so many places.
You must
Even
be
Maya
Manu.
ruins. Who's that? Who's there?
She's the one who found the treasure.
Is that right, Diego? Well, what can I do for you?
I overheard you telling the children about Maya ruins.
Finally, someone who pays attention.
Well, you were right about the crosses. Isabella followed them to a hidden crypt.
Ha! I knew it! No one ever listens to old Manu, but I was right.
So you were. And I bet you're telling the truth about those Maya ruins.
I recognize something in your voice. The thrill of discovery, of finding something, some place unseen for hundreds or even thousands of years.
There is something thrilling about that, isn't there?
There's no feeling like it. The taste of stale, dusty air still gets my heart racing. These modern people, these so-called realists, they close themselves off from such wondrous possibilities. They can't even imagine some of the things I've seen. That I would give anything to see again one last time.
Perhaps I could be your eyes, your witness of those Maya ruins.
You could at that, yes.
Do you remember where the ruins were?
Now, where were they? I remember a pool fed by 3 waterfalls. I wish I could give you better directions, but it's been so many years.
I should be able to find it. And when I do, I'll come back and tell you all about it.
Oh, if you could do that for me. Touch that history. I would be so...
Say no more, Manu. I'll find it.
Gracias por darme la fortaleza para superar mi adicción y por guiarme hasta este lugar. Te pido que mi vida...
Es que hay suficiente.
All full up. Can't carry anymore.
¿Alguna vez pensaste en adentrarte en la selva?
All full up. Can't carry anymore.
Qué bueno que vinimos. Siento que de verdad nos esforzamos por algo muy importante.
Sí que lo siento.
This Spanish document is fascinating. It tells the story of several natural disasters which struck this area. a flood, a fire caused by lightning, and a severe volcanic tremor. In each instance, buildings on this site were badly damaged, requiring considerable rebuilding.
Me duelen todos los músculos.
Dijo que la parroquia va a organizar una campaña para reclutar joyas. ¿Qué está haciendo? Oiga, oiga. ¡Ay, cuidado!
All full up. Can't carry any more.
¿Está bien?
All full up. Can't carry any more. full up. Can't carry anymore. I don't have enough space for that. All full up. Can't carry anymore. Impossible. I can't carry. Several hundreds have renounced their pagan beliefs and turned to the teaching of Catholicism. Our work here is different. The heathens must learn the language and then the teachings. Most are not receptive, but only come looking for conversion to the true Lord from fear of what might happen to them if they do not. No matter. All paths lead to God's light. In the evenings, I rest easily, comforted by the conviction we will save these poor, lost souls. Excerpt from the journal of Beltran, Ordinius Praedicatorum. Anymore. All full up. Can't carry anymore. All full up. Can't carry anymore. I don't have enough space for that. Didn't think these places would be trapped. Caught a spear through the abdomen. Hurts to breathe. Pray for me. Oh God, what is that smell? be a path underwater. Have to drain the room. Is this supposed to be one of the beheaded gods of the underworld? Looks like there's a raft below the surface. Space for that. Impossible. I can't carry anymore. Piranhas are feeding on the corpses. Have to find a way up. Pulling won't keep the gate open. Have to find a way up. 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 To lower the water level. I don't have enough space for that. Have to lower the water level. Have to lower the water level. I don't have enough space for that. All full up. Can't carry any more. shop is akin to the Maya version of a gnome or leprechaun. They're about as high as an adult's knee and wear traditional Maya clothing. They are created whenever a farmer builds a little house on his property for them, after which they'll help the corn grow for a period of 7 years, making it rain and chasing off predators. They're usually invisible, and in spite of their benefit to the land, they like to play tricks on or frighten humans. Don't call one by name, or you'll summon it from its home, and it won't be happy with you. Now to get out of this horrid smelling place. I should be close now. Are you feeling better?
You didn't tell me you're Lara Croft.
I...
It's nice to meet you, and thanks again for helping me. We'll figure out this place and what the stone faces mean. And Manu was right about the crypt. What else is up there? I can't wait to find out.
Hello?
Lara, thank you so much for finding Isabella.
Oh, it was my pleasure. She was right. There was a hidden crypt there.
I know, she was right. So was Manu. When she's feeling better, we will go excavate the ruin. Together.
Hello there. Check out what I've got.
I'm sure you will be satisfied. Good deal. Pleasure doing business with you, friend.
I should have come with you. I should have believed you.
I'm here now. When I'm better, we can go back.
Jungle that.
I hope you've shined up those dancing shoes, Manu. I found the ruin. It was Maya, an ancient aqueduct. It was wonderful, just as you'd imagined.
I knew you would. Now, tell me everything.
The ruins had flooded because of the earthquake. I swam through tunnels teeming with peril.
Go on.
I found a vast cavern and a stone tower with massive heads carved into its sides.
The Lords of Xibalba, right? Incredible. What else?
It must have been an aqueduct of some kind. And you'll never believe this. Most of the machinery is still functional. Water wheels 3 men high turned as smoothly as the day they were built. It was amazing to see, Manu. To be so close to all that history where no one has set foot in hundreds of years.
I see it. I can smell it, feel it. Taste it! You've brought tears to an old man's dry eyes. I can't thank you enough. I'd like to give you something.
Manu, I couldn't.
Please, I insist. It's the first relic I ever found. It's beautiful and intricate. A decorated skull. I'd like someone who has the same passion for exploring that I did as a young man to have it. Don't ever let anything kill your sense of curiosity and wonder.
I won't. Thank you, Manu. An adhesive made of tree sap and powdered bone hold the jade and other gems in place within the wearer's teeth. A crude drill, perhaps made of obsidian, would have been used to delicately carve out the notches required to hold the jewelry in place.
El daño es
All
bastante
full up.
grande.
Can't carry any more. Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Second Seven.
And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. And under his wings you may seek refuge.
They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
A heron and an eclipse. "25th of December, 1603. It has been 4 days since we turned away from the city. We traveled in silence and in circles, guided by a confusion of grief, relief, and celebration. Lopez and I exited the jungle and landed in a clearing, under the gaze of several faces carved into the side of the mountain. Lopez had an episode, as he later called it. He threw himself in front of the faces and screamed for forgiveness. The heaviest sin on his heart was abandoning Perez to the strange warriors. They had grown close over the journey. Try as I might, I could not console him, so I built a fire and waited, as he decreed his actions and pleaded for forgiveness from the silent stone faces. "26th of December, 1603. Lopez woke me, having already prepared a Spartan breakfast. This is where we were meant to be, he said, a cold determination in his voice, so very different from how he acted just the day before. I finished my meal as he spoke of holy retribution, how he had acted in error, but now God had put his hands on his shoulders and shown him the path to walk. We will spread the true word of God from this small mission, he said, pointing to an adobe building just beyond the stone faces. We will prepare the path for the chosen one to follow, for only he who does will be worthy of this box. Jonah! This book describes a stranger's arrival at the mission. He founded the Sect of Seven. Maybe that was Lopez.
Like on the pamphlet. We must be getting close. We should keep looking.
John, son of Zebedee, one of Jesus' apostles, also called the beloved disciple. He and his brother James were known for their impetuousness and temper, which prompted Christ to start calling them Boanerges, sons of thunder. John is credited with writing 5 books of the New Testament, the Gospel of John, the 3 epistles of John, and the Book of Revelation. He's the patron saint of love and loyalty, as well as writers, publishers, and scholars. One of his symbols is a serpent in a cup, which is linked to his patronage of victims of poisoning and burns. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. This roughly drawn sketch shows St. John repelling a demon attack. Perhaps they plan to have this as one of the frescoes in the mission. Brother de la Cruz appeared one day, emerging from the jungle, breathing new life into the mission. There were just the 3 of us when he arrived, and Sister Dorothea had been ill for many weeks. He and his associate began to work that first day. By the next week, de la Cruz had recruited a workforce of 3 dozen. They have prepared the bell tower and worked the fields, planting crops. Brother de la Cruz aims to make us self-sufficient. We'd spent so long alone out here, I'd worried we'd lose God's ear. Lo and behold, we not only had his ear, but he sent another to act as his hands as well. Stone faces weep as Jesus creeps along the dolorous path. Too many died. More will still, and more will still, and more will still. His light leads the way. This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. There's a whole mural under here. Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Etzli is young to have all that responsibility. Must be pretty hard for him.
I can only imagine.
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2. Jesus falls the first time. Have
There's
to
an
use the light
inscription
beam
here.
to follow the stations of the cross.
Dum lucem habitis.
Walk while you have the light.
That did it. I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you.
Sounds like a hint.
Or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. We need to get the light. Went the way.
There's a woman in this one. It looks like he's accepting the cross here. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky.
I'll give you a boost. Hey, it worked. The light leads this way. What happened to these people?
Looks like the light activated something.
Lara! Are you all right? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at these frescoes. Have to use a light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
These people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls the second time. Lara, is that what I think it is?
The stations of the cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick.
This must be Station 6. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect for my past. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear
Have to
those
use the
who
light
kill
beam
body,
to follow the stations
but
of the
are
cross.
unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
What's the first step of the crucifixion? Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
Sure, maybe it's on the path.
Have to push that bar. What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on the path. Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. They're carrying him.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies?
They're lifting him.
Sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally.
She's
I guess this
wiping
is the
his
sect from
face,
the
I
pamphlet.
think.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
They're carrying him.
That
They're
inscription.
lifting him.
Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay.
She's wiping his face, I think. Think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross. Jesus nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. They're carrying him. They're lifting him. She's wiping his face, I think. Jesus nailed to the cross. Think he's taking up the cross. He's carrying the cross. They're carrying him. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on the pamphlet.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed. the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on that pamphlet.
Strange there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed. She's wiping his face, I think. They're lifting him. They're carrying him. He's carrying the cross. I think he's taking up the cross. Jesus nailed to the cross. They're carrying him. They're lifting him. She's wiping his face, I think. He's carrying the cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from the pamphlet.
Mm-hmm.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
They're carrying him. They're carrying him.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks. So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect from the pamphlet. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Let's do this.
Jesus, nailed to the cross. What the hell happened here? Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then... bang.
No witnesses?
Only the hands of the righteous one may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity?
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here. Stop!
Let him go! Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. Everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
You can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child!
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice! It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? In pursuit of what?
Lara, go!
Stop him!
What the hell?
Is that Rourke? Running past just now? Yeah. Think we should call him?
Hell no. If there's any change in our status, he'll tell us. Gotta hand it to them. This is a heck of a place to live.
Don't believe it.
Huh?
God damn it! He's hunting us! Copy that. Weapons free.
Jesus. Need to get to the bottom of it.
Jesus. Man down! They just left her alone in the church.
It was chaos in there.
Obviously. But this is Croft.
There was something more important to worry about. These people just don't give up. How does he expect to get away? Eyes on target.
Left her alone in the church.
It was chaos in there.
Obviously. But this is Croft.
There was something more important to worry about. Please, 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 try to come through here. How the hell did he get the box? How does he expect to get away? My crop here, covered in mud. Shit! What? Good shot! She's gotta be close. That deserves a closer look. There! Gotta see this! Where'd you go? Target down! Target is down!
They just left her alone in the church.
It was chaos in there.
Obviously. But this is Croft.
There was something more important to worry about. How does he expect to get away? It's like Croft is always making us play catch-up. Please, 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 try to come through here. Okay, so now we know the enemy's here. Hey. Investigating.
What doesn't belong here?
Got something, maybe. I'll see what's up. This is not the time to fucking wander off. Heading over there now. Shit, look out! Keep your eyes open.
Jonah, where are you?
I'm in the cane field. They can't see me.
Keep your head down. I'm on my way.